they would go through the verification process and everything else.
Correct. We would set it. We would try to contact you and set a meeting and get all the finalization paperwork and all that stuff done.
So what happens? Like what happens if they don't they pass the age but they don't pass the STID?
Then that's a big no.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll pass.
Right on. So it sounds like a pretty fun job.
Yeah, I can't beat it for sure.
Is it good money?
It is. You have to work, but
that's no joke.
Yeah, you definitely have to work. It's doing something fun. That's why I like to do it with the king, especially if I'm in town for a couple of days and I can get to know him, do whatever, just get to know each other, hopefully have chemistry, or else it's very weird. But it works.
I mean, that'd be a little awkward if you have no chemistry and you're just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, kinda. But you can always fake it. I haven't had to yet. That was probably from my ex-husband or, but I haven't had to yet, so.
Oh, this is a different story. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Different part of life. So once the internet is open, so is it like where they like, I mean, obviously there's money involved, but these tokens, are they associated with money? Like, do they get dollar for token, or how does that usually work?
They do a membership. So for right now, I think a special is $19.99. They get 200 tokens, and certain girls have certain requirements that you have to have so many tokens to enter their room or to talk on their page. So it varies from girl to girl, man to man, whatever you're into. It depends on what they set the requirement to.
Sure. So that's a weird question, but can you give us maybe some of the listeners like a quick example of maybe something is a little out of the ordinary? do you see some? I don't want to say it's not. I don't want to say creepy, but strange or different. Different would be the best word, I guess.
Yeah. It always has to do with panties. So one of the guys, middle-aged, little, maybe, probably around 50 years old, he wanted to see my panties, okay? I wear hot panties, so I show him.
Right.
And then also he wants me to go grab a few. I'm like, okay, so I show him thongs, bikinis, and all that.
So like during this time, is there like 1,000 people watching you, or I don't understand. So how did this get set up?
I have followers.
Okay.
So if they're online and they're in my room, then they're the ones that are watching. Or they're watching me. They're not watching what I see with the guy.
So what happens if for instance, I'll use a strip club as an example. You get a dance and then you go into the VIP room. Is there like a VIP room that they can go into?
Yeah, they're private shows. Those are actually my favorite to do just because you're able to get more personal and I don't run into as much freaky shit, I guess. But my thing is I love my lollipop, and I've been asked probably 20, 50, 100 times to put it in my pussy. So,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Imagine that right there. Little creeper sound there.
For sure.
So anyways, back to the panties. I want to hear about the panties. So this guy essentially goes into, I guess, a separate room.
Yeah.
Is it this?
It's just us.
Okay, it's just you two.
Mm-hmm.
And then then what happens? What does he say after that? Is he talking like through the speakers, or is it through?
It's through the keyboard, or I have it set to where I have a microphone, so I can talk and they respond by typing, and I read their comments. On their end, they probably have the same thing where they can hear me, and then they respond by using that.
So during this time, like in that room, so he asked you for panties, and you were showing him all these different sorts of panties. How many pairs do you think you went through?
I probably grabbed maybe 4 or 5. I didn't even have to try them on. He just wanted to see them. But while I was showing them to him, he put his own pair on, which, and they're like granny panties. They weren't even like hot panties.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight. So, and this was a guy.
Yeah, 50 plus years old.
Okay, so you take your private room.
Yes, didn't say a word.
Didn't say a word.
Only nodded and used the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Okay, so wait, can you see this person?
Yes, and then they can request to do a cam to cam, which means I'm able to see them and they can see me, and that is going, some people charge, and that varies again within the girl. Yeah, a lot of them want you to see them jack off.
Is that like some sort of like that they get off on it?
Well, obviously, yeah, yeah. I think they get off for you watching them.
Does it actually make you watch it, or can you kind of do this?
You leave the window.
You'd have to watch it, right?
Yeah, you leave the window open. You still have your window as well, so he does his master jerking off pretty much, and you tell him if he's got a nice cock or if it's going, it looks good, or he's about to come. You just let him know if that he's hot, and then you can go and check your page to see if any of your VIP people are in your room, because those are the ones that are tipping you the most frequently than others.
One more I want to get back to. So this guy, anyways, gets you into this cam to cam.
Yeah.
And he's 50 plus years old, and then so he decides to put on his own pair.
Yes.
Like, are we talking like granny panties?
Yeah, no.
Banana hammock?
Oh, no. They were like granny panties. The pair that he put on were leopard, and they had like a see-through black lining on top. And then he wanted me to wrap my underwear around my vibrator and suck my vibrator like it was a cock, but these panties that he picked out of the variety I gave him to make sure it stayed around the vibrator, and I was, to him, giving him head. But he tried on every pair of panties for me.
Oh, man. That's what I do right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
But further. So, anyways, after that said and done, like, have you had? Is there times like you get like a two pump shop or?
Yes, those are the ones that go into the room. They ask you, play with your pussy. Let me see that. Turn around. Let me see your ass. Turn back around. Oh, that's so hot. And then all of a sudden, they're offline because they just bust a nut.
So, but did they bring you into, like, did you make, like, tokens? Did you get to a private room?
Yeah, they have to pay to be in the private room.
Oh, so you're saying that's what they're saying in the private room, or they're saying those things outside the private room?
They're in the private room. That's why they mainly do what they do in there, is so I'm the only one that can see him.
Or her.
Or her, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Alright. I got just a few more things to ask you, but we're going to take a short break real quick. The last thing, real quick, so when you get something that's uncomfortable, is there a way that you can, not have them look at you or block them or anything like that?
Yeah, we can block them for 6 hours, or we can just, which kind of silences them. We aren't getting their inappropriate comments or questions, and then they get the hint and they leave your room, or we can just straight kick their ass out and they can't come in. But a lot of times, if it's if it's the general question, it's just kind of weird, but unfortunately, everyone asks it. I just kind of move the camera and roll my eyes.
Gotcha. Well, when we come back, we're going to still interview Miss Violet Springs.
Yeah.
You can catch her on, what's the website?
It is chatterbait.com.
Okay, great. And then we'll get your plug in here in a second. And then I want to hear about, obviously you were talking about some of your VIPs or your regulars or something like that. But we're going to take a short break. Again, this is Justin Riegel from New Sound Productions. And the beautiful Mrs. Violet Springs.
Use your hand.